my opinion, Copilot is better than ChatGPT. Alright, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be diving into the comparison between Microsoft's Copilot and ChatGPT. And the question, pretty much is Copilot actually better than ChatGPT? And honestly, just stay tuned to the end of this video and you find out a lot. Personally use Microsoft's Copilot and ChatGPT across different platforms, across web, desktop, and mobile devices. I've also tried, both voice interaction features, and pretty much you can take a lot from me, when I tell you about the experience. But let's start off talking about the UI and user experience of using both. So yeah, I mean, everyone is pretty familiar with ChatGPT at this point. I don't think that's a far-fetched fact. And right, so pretty much ChatGPT has this really minimal black and white looking UI, which honestly feels outdated to me today, especially having used Microsoft Copilot for a while. So yeah, compared to what Copilot looks like, Copilot, pretty much gives you the output and the information you want in well-formatted layout, and it also throws in a bunch of icons sometimes. And let's say you're actually getting, for example, you're doing some code generation, it also, properly makes the code look good, where you can easily copy that code, and paste it. And another thing that's better with the experience of Microsoft's Copilot compared to ChatGPT is, so on Windows, right? On Windows, of course, Copilot has a Windows application. However, ChatGPT does not have a Windows application. That is not true on the Mac side, because ChatGPT does have a Mac desktop app. I figured that out from a quick research, because I don't currently have a Mac. I'm planning to get one soon, but that's besides the point. So pretty much, most often, most people have to, reach ChatGPT using the web, using the website pretty much. And yeah, honestly, compared to just clicking an icon on your taskbar or clicking an icon on your, desktop, it's way much easier to do that with Microsoft Pilot, compared to ChatGPT. The key thing is Copilot. Microsoft's Copilot also has this quick shortcut button, which is Windows key plus C. So that opens up Copilot really fast. You can do that from anywhere. If you're in any app, don't quote me word for word, but yes, doing Windows C on Windows opens up Copilot really fast. That's about it. So honestly, when it comes to UI and the interface, I'm giving that section to Copilot. All right, so yeah, let's go to the next section. Let's compare the features and modes on both. So right, let's start with Copilot. Right, so Copilot does have these mode selection drop down, where you can choose between quick response, smart, and deep research modes. And the only downside I see on this mode selection is it doesn't actually save your preference. But every time you close Copilot and open Copilot again, you have to select your mode preference again, and that is honestly not the best experience in my opinion. So if anyone is on Microsoft Copilot's team and you're watching this, please take notes. So compared to ChatGPT, ChatGPT does not have this mode selection feature. ChatGPT kind of just chooses to do its own thing depending on how you prompt it. Now let's talk about one thing that ChatGPT has, but Copilot does not, and that's definitely pretty much that one thing comes in one. ChatGPT has a library of GPTs that is already pre-built by other prompt engineers that are really good at prompting AI, fully fleshed out, with probably connected with some plugin that does certain things really well. Pretty much way more flexibility when it comes to integration with other platforms and plugins when it comes to ChatGPT, and not just not just the pre-built GPTs. You can also make custom GPTs yourself. So you can pretty much pre-prompt ChatGPT to do all these things that you actually want, and it takes much less time from you each time you need the same set of help. So yeah, that's another round to Copilot. looks like Copilot is winning now. 2 rounds to Copilot and 1 round to ChatGPT so far. And yeah, then the next and final round is memory and intelligence. Honestly, this is going to be the most like actually like surprising part. And of course, it's definitely going to be surprising if you haven't actually like used Copilot. Like it's 2025, ChatGPT definitely came around first. Everyone, kind of like tried ChatGPT at some point and felt like, damn, this is really, really good. Like it took pretty much like what we were able to do and how fast we were able to achieve things from here to like here, like it outside the frame, pretty much kind of ahead of its time at the time. But now, of course, there's competition, there's Microsoft Copilot. And right, so when it comes to memory and intelligence, Copilot, defeats ChatGPT by far. And like there's only one aspect, one simple way it does this. It just remembers things, period. Like it actually like remembers things you've talked about for a while. I don't know how far back the time frame of this memory is, but it actually like remembers context, not just from the current chat, but also the previous chats. Like I'm telling you, like I've had loads and loads of conversations with Copilot, and if I pretty much open a new chat and I'm like, hey Copilot, what do you know about my startup? And there we go. Just just let it spit things out to you that you didn't even know, like it knows about you or it knows that you're working on. So quick tip, if you're using the ChatGPT's voice interaction feature, you should definitely use the Soul voice. I tried other voice options and I found that Soul was not just like really really good when it comes to the voice synthesis. Like it sounds extremely natural. I'm talking about extremely natural. It's just an overall like good experience. And also like I was saying, it's not just about like how good the voice synthesis is, it also sounds like very very natural as well. So yeah, so there's pretty much 3 points to Copilot and 2 points to ChatGPT, and I'm sure you know what that means. In my opinion, Copilot is better than ChatGPT. Well, thank you so much for watching. We're now at the end of the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're not. Please. You do agree with some of the things I said. If you disagree with others, please let us know in the comments so we can have a conversation. We can have conversations about that all day long because why not? And yeah, again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.